Nailed it.
Yeah.
Nailed it this week.
Yeah.
Right on.
Yes, he did.
Welcome back, everybody, to our Loosey Goosey show, all about Halton Hills, about town, however you want to call it. That's why it's Loosey Goosey. Sitting here with Big Daddy Russ Thornton, Amanda Bassant, of course Leah Lywood, and myself, Lee Lakin. And on this beautiful Friday afternoon here in Halton Hills, we're all wearing jackets, and Leah's all wrapped up in a shawl over there.
And I'm wearing, I didn't realize how cold it was till I came out, and I'm wearing shorts and a t-shirt.
I was sweating last week, but not this week.
No,
I was sweating the other day, let alone last week.
It's a chilly afternoon at Lee's
its way.
Garage,
Yeah,
folks.
we're here at Lee's Garage and getting ready for another Friday night jam, of course. And it's going to be a cool one tonight. But yeah, very bizarre weather. Almost feels like September.
Yeah.
Right? Like it starts like we're feeling to get into fall. I know it's not going to happen tomorrow. It's supposed to be nice, blah, blah, blah. But yeah, so welcome back, everybody, this week. We got very little to talk about, but we've got, of course, the gig guide as well with Amanda.
Absolutely.
And we're brought to you by Max Tires, who has the lowest prices on tires anywhere. 905-873-9255 is the phone number. And book ahead too, and of course we're heading into fall and winter, and that's something you got to think about in a few months as well. I guess
Talking about tires soon, I guess, really.
Well, you know, when the older you get, the quicker time goes by. Have you ever noticed that?
I have noticed.
And we're approaching September now, and so hello to Fred's Towing.
Yes, as well.
And,
guys.
and hello to the light and the heavy division of Fred's.
I
And
saw
hello
your
to
guy walking his dogs today out by the high school.
Oh yeah, there you go, Corey and Isa and Miss Moose,
Yes.
our
Those
doggies.
two are sweethearts.
Yes, and so is your dog. What's your dog's name again?
Phoenix.
Phoenix, of course. I see pictures of Phoenix all the time.
Yep.
So and hello to Easy Taxi as well. But I'm wearing my Raiders hat because Aaron Nagy has been in touch, and we're going to be doing some work with them this year, a lot more than we did last year. Going to go down and interview the boys, and what we'll do is probably end up playing like a clip a week, or a clip every couple of days, and because it's great having a hockey team, but when you don't know who the kids are, you know, we're going to
identify.
You know, what's your dog's name? What's your favorite team? Who'd you grow up? You know, where did you grow up?
Give me all your
blah,
banking information too while you're here. And,
yes, and that too, exactly. All right, so we're going to get into the gig guide, and of course the gig guide is brought to you by
Halton Women's Place.
Halton Women's Place. What's going on, Amanda?
Okay, to start it off, Furnace Room Brewery. Saturday, August 19th is Ian Reed from 2 to 5 p.m. And while you're there, Emilio's Pizza Napolitana will be there. Amazing wood fire pizza, cash only.
I've heard about this guy's pizza. It's supposed to be really delectable.
Wood-fired pizza is dynamite, man. It's so good.
Oh my God, it is.
Is it?
Yes, even the gluten-free pizzas are amazing.
Pizza guy, Joe's Pizza, you know, I mean, pizza, but wood. Now, the restaurant downtown, that's wood oven too, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
So,
Goodfellas.
Goodfellas.
Yeah.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Manny's on the move again. A lot of stuff going on now. He's got an 80s party coming up.
Absolutely. He's doing it again. Appalachian presents Flashback Friday. 70s and 80s retro hits super party with the Music Factory. September 29th, 9 p.m. Dress retro 80s style. The more neon and bigger the hair, the better. In need of a great outfit? Check out some of our amazing local establishments and dress to impress.
And if you're looking for that kind of stuff, the Salvation Army is perfect for stuff like that, right? You know,
Yes.
All you have to do is grab a picture of Platinum Blonde and follow the dots.
Yeah.
You know, with the
Hi,
hair.
Rob, one of the founders of Platinum Blonde.
Those guys are, you and I both know Platinum Blonde very well.
I know the drummer very well, and Rob, of course, one of the original guys from Platinum Blonde, the guy who started it. He watches this, so hi, Rob.
There you go.
So he's actually playing with Loverboy right now.
Yes, there's a big tour going on right now, isn't there?
Yeah.
What's going on at the Red Harp?
At the Red Harp tonight, Friday, August 18th, is Monty and the Crew at 9 p.m.
And if you saw them last week at the Leathertown Festival, man, did they put on a show. I am telling you, it was packed down there, and they put on a fantastic show.
You're going to have to enlighten us about the Leathertown and what happened later on in
we'll
the show.
talk a little bit about that. Yeah.
Okay.
Here we go again with the.
Uncorked on me.
Uncorked on Maine.
Loving those drag nights.
British Invasion Drag Night, September 14th
Oh,
at 7:30 p.m. $25 a ticket. Get your tickets as soon as possible. They sell out quickly.
I'm not surprised
No, I'm
because
not
it sounds like one hell of a night.
It sounds like a blast, and you look at how many they put on, they're selling
and
out.
they're selling every one of them.
Yep.
Of course. Of course.
Okay, Friday, August 25th is Rock and Roll Classic Car Show. Main Street, Georgetown, 5 to 10 p.m. Live bands, amazing food, great night out with family and friends.
That's always good. And that's something that
It's a staple.
it's a staple. It's like the
Georgetown.
fall fair in Leathertown. It's
Pretty
just
much.
one of those things. And the car show at the Cedarvale as well. But the Rock and Roll Classic Car Show, and I think the Tone Dogs
Tone
are
Dogs, I
playing.
think.
Yes.
Yeah.
Tone Dogs are playing there. What's going on at Kelsey's? They got some specials, don't they?
Ah, yes, they do. Kelsey's Original Roadhouse. Every Thursday, there's a wing bundle. Get their legendary spinach dip, 20 wings, and 2 Coors Light draughts for $45.
Drops.
Drops.
She's not a
Drops.
drinker.
No, I don't.
She doesn't
I
drink
But
at all.
that's a hell of a deal. 2 beers, a bunch of wings, and some dip for $20.
And Kelsey's
or,
wings
45 bucks.
are not small.
No. Oh,
They're
no,
big.
they're good wings. They're,
Yeah, good wings.
yeah. September 8th, we got something coming to Georgetown.
Yes, we do. September 8th to 10th, Georgetown Fall Fair at the Georgetown Fairgrounds. Early bird tickets are $25 or $35 on site.
Do you know how you know you're at a fall fair? Is the smell in the air of fried onions and cow shit.
Yeah, pretty much.
Absolutely.
Pretty much. That
And there's
nails
nothing
it.
like it.
Yeah.
I love it. It's hometown stuff. And we got the Acton Fair coming up, and the
love
Erin, the huge Erin Fair
The huge
in
Aaron
October.
Fair. Well, we're starting to get into
Fergus.
that season, and really, if you go out and look online, I believe Erin is number 3 in Ontario, is considered number 3rd best fair, and
It is a
Acton
great fair.
is number 5.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, the Acton Fair is up there, and they do an amazing job. The fair.
Oh, they do.
Same with Georgetown; they're both
Yeah, they
doing a
do.
great job. And the same with next week the Legions. They've all been doing a lot of stuff lately too. We've also got August 27th from 11 a.m. till 4 p.m. a massive car show at the Acton Legion. I don't mean to step on your toes here.
Oh,
But
by
I
all
do.
means, add away.
I want to bring that one up because it's a huge show. Last year they actually had to turn cars away because they didn't have enough room, and that's a big parking lot. To actually turn cars away is very, very unusual. But this year they've extended it, and 11 till 4, and of course I will be DJing and hosting the show and having a lot of fun. I look forward to it every year. So
Awesome.
Nice.
Awesome.
Okay, September 16th, 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. is Head for the Hills Craft Beverage Festival at Trafalgar Sports Park. Buy tickets now at headforthehills.ca/tickets.
get your tickets because that sells out a lot too. That sells out very quickly.
Oh yeah.
Okay, and we're just going to add a little bit here. Upper Credit Humane Society Walk for Paws.
All right.
Saturday, September 16th, virtual walk. You choose the location and the distance. Registration fee and donation is $25 per participant or $40 per family. 2 adults, 2 children under 14.
It's actually a cool idea.
Yeah, absolutely. Students can receive 4 hours of community service credit when collecting $100 in pledges.
Right on.
Pledge sheets are available at uppercredit.com. Collect more than $150 to receive a free t-shirt. Prize for top fundraiser, ages 16 plus. Submit pledge forms and money e-transfer to fundraising at uppercredit.com by September 8th.
And they do amazing work. So please donate. And it's a great idea to be able to do it virtually like that. You can pick your route.
Yep.
Sometimes you walk the track at the fairgrounds or whatever. that could be your route. So very cool.
And we emphasize the food bank every week because it's getting serious.
Absolutely. Both the Georgetown Bread Basket and the Acton Food Shares are in need of our help. If you can consider donating a food item or one of the pre-made paper bags you find in the grocery stores that have items that are in high demand at the moment, or even go online and give a cash donation. Every little bit goes a long way to making a difference.
Absolutely. Right on. Donate today as well, please.
And we're brought to you by Halton's Women's Place, of course.
Yes, we are. Halton Women's Place. If you or anyone you know needs help getting out of a difficult situation, the crisis lines are open 24/7, including holidays. The Milton and Halton Hills line is 905-878-8555. I'll repeat that number one more time. It's 905-878-8555. Please, whether it's to a trusted friend, a family member, a co-worker, and now with school starting, a teacher or one of your counselors, or Halton Women's Place themselves, please reach out. You're not alone.
Absolutely. That number again?
905-878-8555.
Perfect.
You don't have to put up with the garbage.
No,
No.
you don't. There is always an answer. And
Yes.
We encourage you, please make that call.
Yes.
Please.
Hey Manny, I have a platinum blonde wig I could get to you by next week.
I'd rather see it on you.
Can you
Oh
imagine?
my God, yes.
I'd rather see it on you.
I think the pair of us would look like a couple of idiots, but that's okay.
There is actually a picture out there with me with one on, so I'll have to find it one day.
Thank you, Mandy.
Thank you so much for the gig guide, and again, brought to you by Halton Women's Place. And we're going to bring Leah Amanda in, and we're going to get through some, or pretty much all the news, because there really isn't a lot to talk about this week.
Nah, it's
been
kind of a
quiet
slow
week,
week.
which is a good thing, and we like that. And yeah, so stick around. And there's the finger.
There it is.
Welcome back. We got Leah Lywood sitting in with us to cover the news with us. Well, she's all wrapped up in her shawl, freezing her tootsies off over here.
I thought you were going to say something else there for a minute.
Leave my parts alone, will you?
Yeah, once again on this beautiful Friday afternoon in Halton Hills, and we got a little bit of news to go, which is nice. We don't have a ton of bad stuff going on, which is a good thing, but it makes our show go, a little quicker. This part of the show brought to you by White Owl Legal Services in Georgetown. You can contact them at 289-839-3075, or you can also email at info@whiteowl.legal. And if you're having a situation you need some help with or some legal advice, get in touch with Charles. And like I say, at 289-839-3075. They're right downtown Georgetown, so perfect.
And may we say, just right off the top, from ourselves and the Independent and Halton Hills Today, we're getting screwed here. There's no doubt about it. With
News
this
is getting
dumb
harder to find.
we can't share anything on social media, on Instagram or Facebook, and that includes American feeds as well, right? I thought it was just the Canadian ones.
No,
But
America's censoring as well.
There's nothing media in or out of Canada.
Yeah, and along with, there's still the issue going on, like a lot of government officials can't use Twitter anymore. If you're a government MP,
Oh, I didn't know that had
MVP.
changed. I know
Oh,
TikTok was gone months
Yeah.
ago.
well,
It's
TikTok
banned.
is,
Well, TikTok, I can get that one because it seems that one
yeah, that's a little
bizarre. TikTok is,
Yeah,
but
it is.
if you're getting your news usually from social media, it's not happening anymore. So you've got to go to pages like the Independent.
And you have to remember, the Independent and the Halton Hills Today are newspapers, basically.
Well, and hold on. Sorry, I'm going to interrupt just
Yeah, go
because
ahead.
it's not just Facebook, though. You can access any of this still, so far, on the internet. So if you go to the websites
Yeah.
for
that's
any
what
of
I'm
these
saying.
media outlets, yeah.
Go to-
it's
you don't need-
Facebook and
you don't-
social media, no, but...
People are so tied into Facebook, they think it's the beginning of everything and end of everything.
Well, it's
not.
convenient because everything's in one spot.
Go to the
So-
Independent page. Go to the Halton Hills Today
You got a
page.
couple more clicks. to do.
you know, Rick Jenneret died. He was the Buffalo Sabres announcer, and I tried to link it up from the Buffalo News website, and I couldn't do that either. So you can't link up Americans. We can't do anything here. Our
Well,
hands
yet
are
some
tied.
people are, because I saw some posts today about it.
Crazy.
Well,
Because
Bruce-
it's rolling out
Bruce
still.
Sparks, yeah.
You gotta look at
Well,
the
yeah.
billions that use these platforms.
Yeah.
It's rolling out slow. I mean, I tried to, when Robbie Robertson died last week,
Yeah.
I tried to share CBC News. It's not even out of the country. It was like, nope.
No, they won't let you. It's their platform, you know. I mean, and this is going to go on for a few months, I think. I don't think it'll go on forever. I think that you do, but I don't.
No, I don't think it's going on forever. That's not what I said. But anyways.
Anyway, let's get on with this. Is from the Independent. The big story this week is a Georgetown father of two has plenty of reason to celebrate these days. The 20-year-old lottery player Edward Kuyumijian was... No, it's Mijian. Yeah, because Amanda and I looked it up last on Wednesday. So it's Edward
maybe you don't pronounce that, Jay.
Kuyumijian. Well, it might be. Who knows?
Mijian.
But we're trying our best.
Yeah.
Anyway, this fellow was at the local park
Edward.
when his Ontario Lottery and Gaming Corps instant power-up ticket unearthed a $100,000 windfall.
Nice.
As soon as I realized I was a big winner, my hands began to shake and I felt like I was going to faint, said the 66-year-old. Of his biggest OLG win, I was in a daze and didn't know how to act. It felt like I was frozen in time. This fellow here who just won the prize shared the good news with his family, who were no doubt thrilled as well. And everyone was so happy for me, he says. My wife didn't believe me until I got home and showed her the ticket. With the winnings, he plans to pay some bills, invest. Maybe I'll take a little vacation with my wife, he said. Why not? It's an amazing feeling, and I am so grateful. So there's a nice story to open up the show, news-wise. It's not all bad news.
I was purchased that in Preston's.
At Preston.
I go to Preston's all the time.
Nice.
I go there
I know,
all the
I
time.
love their stuff
They're
down there.
great there.
Love
They're
it.
so nice, and I love their stuff.
Yeah.
And very convenient. So yeah.
And you can get cold cuts there too, right?
Yeah, you got Pete's Meats in there, and you get steaks. You can get all kinds
Oh,
of
you're
Butcher
making,
meat.
you're
Butcher
making me
meat.
hungry.
butcher.
No,
There's some great
factory.
pictures of
Real meat. Yes.
Bonnie Kachesney, who runs the...
I think it's
if
Chesney
you-
Hayes.
Yes. She runs the... with Don Fenley, what's it called?
If you grew up
If
in
you grew up in
Georgetown.
Georgetown, and
right.
she often throws old pictures up there, and one of them a few weeks ago was Preston's.
Yeah.
And it's good to see.
It's a
with
stay, and I love it. I go there because, again, I'm shopping for one. I'm not going into no frills. It's just kind of pointless. I can go in there, I can grab what I need,
and the
out
prices
door.
are good.
Their prices are actually very good. You
Yeah,
know,
for butcher style meat as opposed to
exactly.
store. It
You
is
know, it's just,
definitely priced reasonably.
Very much so. We've gotten meat out of there, and it's always excellent. Always,
Can we
they got
go
fresh
swimming?
Eggs too, farm fresh eggs as well.
Can we
Yeah,
go
I'm
swimming?
gonna. Can I take a rain check today?
Yeah.
Thanks. Are you heading to the beach, people? I know I'm not.
Yeah.
You want to stay out of the water at Prospect Park as of August 16th, which is obviously, it's just past 4 p.m. Here's the latest beach water quality report from Halton Region Public Health, which you will have to visit for Prospect Park.
Yes.
Prospect Park Beach in Acton at 30 Park Avenue tested unsafe for swimming on August the 2nd. So that's obviously rolling out and continuing to roll
Yeah.
out. It hasn't changed as of yet. So please don't swim in Prospect Park. in the
We
water.
actually, from
Very
what I
late.
understand, there are very few swimming areas you can go to in the whole Halton region.
Yeah, I think
Like
Kelso.
Burlington, yeah,
we
a
looked the
lot
other
of them are
day.
closed.
Amanda and I looked the other day. I think
Oh,
Kelso's
Kelso's
open.
Yeah.
Right? That's about
Well, I
it.
think it's also because of the amount of rain we've had.
Yeah.
And when you get rain that it plummets down that hard, because we've had some nasty,
Oh,
crazy
last
storms.
night was crazy
was
with
nuts.
rain again.
Yeah.
Wow.
And it just churns everything up, right? It's constantly doing that. So yeah, check out Halton Hills on haltonhills.ca for any of the things going on in the area regarding swimming and all that stuff. So jumping to our next story, living independently with difficult class schedules, managing a new job responsibilities, and coping with other stressors in life, Halton Hills Public Library is offering a fresh new start for individuals in these phases. Aiming to encourage use among younger generations, the library will no longer apply overdue fines and members aged 24 and under. fines can often have an uneven effect on community residents and having a larger impact on people with lower incomes, which we see a lot of today. It's getting tougher and tougher to survive.
Actually, even
with
people
cost of
without
living.
lower incomes are starting to find a struggle
They're
as well.
seeing it,
Because
yeah.
they're paying more according to their pay scale.
Yeah.
But with everything going up, even that's giving some difficulties.
Yeah.
Well,
Some
the
challenges.
prices at the pumps too.
Everything.
Ah.
Yeah.
Prices
Go
everywhere,
buy a
you
head.
Next week, $2 a liter.
Yeah. Well, they're saying by the end of August, it should be up to $1.80.
That's
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
absolutely insane.
Hopefully it goes down in the fall. It often does drop in
Yeah.
the fall. So let's keep our fingers crossed it
Yeah,
will do the
let's-
same
let's
this
hope.
year.
Let's hope.
big drop would be nice.
Now, I must go back in time there. Remember we were really having problems with our youth, and where they didn't have a place to go. They were going to get closed down about
Yeah.
2-3 years ago.
Yeah, I remember.
And
that.
I'm
That's
doing my
right.
mall walk, and there's Rick, right? Rick
Yeah.
Burnett walking the other way. So we went for a walk around the mall, and we talked about it. And 2 weeks later, he came up with this.
Yeah.
So there, I miss Rick.
Sometimes putting a buzz in his ear. Actually, I got to run into him and Josie. Saw them at the Leathertown Festival. We'll talk a little bit about that later. But I do too. Just he had such a presence everywhere.
Yeah.
And no offense.
No.
don't
And I mean,
mean
we
to-
all wish Ann the very best.
Absolutely.
Well, he was here for a long time. He's
Yeah.
not going to be forgotten.
Oh, God, no.
And
it's
he
not,
won't
it's,
be.
It's nothing to nobody in future. I mean, he's got such a calm energy.
Yes.
When you're dealing
Good-
with
good
Rick.
way of putting that, yeah.
He's just very easy to talk to.
Yeah.
And he takes what you say into
listens.
and listens and
He
does
did.
what
He
can
listened
with
to me
it.
that day in the mall. Like I said,
Yeah.
we got to get something. The kids, what's happening with the kids? And he's going, I know, I got to do something. And he did it. And that's what being a mayor is all about. Additional operating hours, mental health crisis and clinical supports, addiction counselors, and a dedicated nurse are among top priorities of the Halton Hills Youth Program. Always has been. And staff are working on a provincial grant now and an application for the help with the upgrades. The Ontario Ministry of Health is offering a maximum of $300,000 per year, up to 3 years, and a one-time capital investment of $100,000.
Nice.
And the grant would also allow the two youth hubs in Georgetown and Acton each to introduce full-time youth recreation programmers and expand staff hours of the peer support team. So it's going to make it better.
the
We're
funding
not
just
going
definitely-
backwards, we're going forwards.
Yeah, adding more money to the pot just makes it a better program. The Links to Care programs in Acton and Georgetown do awesome work, and hopefully they get some of that influx. So
What's going on with the schools?
ETFO members have been without an agreement for almost. Oh, sorry, I jumped. I didn't realize you'd moved it. Okay, I'm going to try this again. The Elementary Teachers Federation of Ontario, which includes Halton, will hold strike votes this fall in a move the union says is necessary due to stalled negotiations. Here we go. ETFO members have been without an agreement for almost a year, said the ETFO president, Karen Brown. They have been patient, but their patience has run out. Among the issues the union has brought to the table include violence in schools, improved supports for students with special needs, workload and working conditions, and smaller class sizes. Which, I look at the high schools, and I mean, my son was a product of bullying. And even though some of the powers that be were notified, oh no, you're not the only one that's get bullied. There's others that this kid bullies too. Okay, so
what
are we doing about it?
Yeah.
And yet we have all these programs for stop bullying and but what is actually being done behind the scenes? I'm not saying it's everywhere. There are a lot of places that do.
Yeah,
but there is
absolutely.
also a good percentage that are not addressing it to the degree.
And I'm curious,
That
in the
needs to
last
be.
5 years, I'm actually going to look this up. In the last 5 years, how many times have the teachers voted or threatened to go on strike? Constant. I'm sorry, you can actually go online. I can't remember the name of it, but there is a list online, and it shows what teachers make in this region. And on average, teachers in this region are making $64,000 a year, with one of the best retirement plans in North America. They have more money in their union than any other. They used to own the Toronto Maple Leafs. These people have this much money. They used to own MLSE Entertainment. So the Leafs, the Raptors, the Jays, they used to own this. The union, they have so much money, and they keep asking for more, and it's getting very frustrating because class sizes, to me, when I was in high school, and that's going back to the 80s, we had 30 students in the class. They're whining and bitching because they got 32 students in the class. Come on, people. Like, these are your children. You sit there and say you're doing it for the children, I don't believe you anymore. I really don't.
Well, to some respect, I won't say it 100%.
Not
Although I see
100%,
what you're saying. As far as the classroom goes, especially with the public schools, a lot of them used to get supplied with what they need to do in the classroom, and it's been going on for years. My stepmother was a school teacher, not here, Durham region, but nonetheless, she bought everything for the kids out of her pocket for the public school for things that she wanted to do with them extra that was not in the curriculum.
Then they need to go to the school
it's kind
board.
of it's a really gray fuzzy area in certain things.
It is and
but
it isn't. It's just it gets to the point where all through
It's the
COVID we
important
heard
things
about
that-
it. Even before COVID, they were on strike. Like right before COVID, they were on strike. Like, you're still talking about this. Either get it ratified or go find another job. Go find something else to do that you're going to make that kind of money and whatnot. But I agree with you on that the teachers should not be out of pocket. That is wrong. The school board should be the one forcing or paying for anything that goes on like that, because the school boards, in my opinion, have gone, oh, we don't have anything to do with this. It's
Or
not.
we don't have the money. They're all
you
saying
know.
we don't have the money. We have to allot it to other things. So if you want to do this with the kids, that's awesome, but it's up to you
It's-
to do it. And a lot of them do pay out of pocket for the extra
Absolutely.
things they want to do
I've
with the
met
kids.
teachers that do that, and it's unfortunate that they have to do that, but at the same time,
I'm just playing devil's advocate.
No, I get-
because
I
I
get
know
ya.
teachers too, and
Absolutely.
I know some really good teachers, and they do.
yeah.
That's part of this whole
Yeah.
little bit of it, but you
No,
know.
it's just when you constantly hear about it in the news, it's like, okay, give it a rest. Let's go. Like, if you heard the auto workers union constantly going on strike and stuff like that, which is the second biggest union in Canada, you don't hear about it. They do a deal and they stick to the deal. So the government and the school boards and all of everybody and the unions, get your act together, man. Come on. It's about the kids. It's about the kids. Anyway, from our good friends at Halton Hills today, let's switch gears. And we talked a little bit about this on the Gig Guide, and it's almost time for the downtown Georgetown to come alive with the sights and sounds of the Rock and Roll Car Show.
Oh, yeah.
It's always a great show, the Classics Car Show. The free event set for Friday, August 25th from 5 till 10 p.m. In addition to the car show there will be live music by our good friends at the Tone Dogs, known for their renditions of great classic rock and roll hits. Attendees can savor the flavors of Georgetown with a diverse selection of cuisine from local restaurants and food trucks. And it's always a great show downtown.
No, it's always great. That's one
You
of
know,
the
it's
staples.
Georgetown's Leathertown Festival. I kind of
Yeah, in a
put
way, yeah. And the cars are always awesome, all the way up and down Main Street and across Mill Street, and
Yeah.
it's
And
the Tone Dogs too. That's just
great
icing on the
band.
cake.
Alex Carter, great bunch of guys. They're fun. They have a lot of fun on stage. And touching on that a little bit about our Leathertown Festival, I want to put a big thank you out there to Matthew Guilford and all the volunteers, all the vendors, all the bands, all the guys behind the scenes like Ken Baker and Jason Cole, who did the PA, and Kevin Hazard, who did the PA for the other stage. These guys don't get a lot of recognition, and they did a lot of work. It was a lot of work that day. So big congratulations to everybody. They had an awesome car lineup as well down there, which was just fantastic.
Beautiful.
And great crowds. The Red Harp was packed. You couldn't get into the Red Harp. It was just.
I'm not surprised for some reason.
Well, they moved the stage this year so that the people on the patio at the Harp could watch.
Oh,
the stage
beautiful.
now.
Yeah, that's
Oh, wow.
that's a super idea.
And it was jam packed, and Monty and Wicked Truth did an amazing job as usual, and a lot of fun. And you know, if you missed it, next year make sure you get out because it's a lot of fun and a free event as well. So
Well, it's the end of an era for Luann's famous fries,
I just heard
as
about
the
that.
well-known food truck recently left its location of over 3 decades, and it's found a new home, and a perfect home when you think about it.
Yeah.
The mainstay on the Halton Hills food scene has moved from the corner of Trafalgar Road and 10 Side Road to the Agram Meats and Culinary Boutique parking lot a bit further north on Trafalgar, officially opening its doors there last weekend. as a matter
I
of
drove
fact.
by it today, but I didn't have
Yeah.
time to stop because I had to get here.
Yeah.
Well, the thing about Luann's is they make great French fries, and
Oh,
they're
God, yeah.
newfie fries. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? They're
And actually, I don't know if they
poutine.
found some.
Real French fries.
I don't know if they found someone, and I could
Food's
be wrong,
great.
but I'm pretty sure I saw them put up. They needed somebody.
They're looking for
They're looking
somebody.
for
yeah.
help.
Yeah, they're looking for help.
They're looking for
They're
help,
looking
so-
for a part-time job. I think it was a part-time one too. I think.
Well, when you
said.
think about it, it's smart for Luann's
It might be
because
filled
it's
now,
it's a
but-
great location for them, just like the other one.
Yeah.
It's just the same. But they've also got Agrams in there with them who are going to benefit by people coming in for a
Yeah.
poutine who said, let's grab our meats while we're here.
Absolutely. And
The
again,
prices
Yeah,
are
cheese
right.
and stuff
you
too
were
there, I
talking
think,
about
so.
Yeah.
real meat people, like good
Yeah.
quality meat.
Yeah.
You
As a
know,
matter of
so-
fact, let's get in the car and head down there right now. I'm ready for some
Well, I can
I'm actually
detour
not
instead of going to Cambridge. Now I go in the other direction.
Yeah.
But
I'm getting hungry
Detour.
again. Oh my god.
All right. Another investigation here.
there we go. August the 12th, Halton Regional Police officers stopped a vehicle in the area of Trafalgar Road and 15 Side Road in Halton Hills. As a result of an investigation, 47-year-old Oakville male was charged with blood alcohol concentration, oh shocking, 8 milligrams or more,
80.
within 80, within 2 hours. Local residents are reminded that driving under the influence of drugs and or alcohol is a crime in progress, and to call 911 immediately to report suspected impaired drivers.
That's right.
If you're drinking,
Man,
call
man.
Easy Taxi Man.
That's right.
Why do
that
people
easy?
keep doing that? 80 milligrams.
Yeah.
80 milligrams.
You know, when you work at night and when you drive around at night, you notice all these morons out there, and they're not hard to spot
No, not
because
usually.
they'll slow down and speed up and slow down, and
Yeah.
they'll wander in the lanes because when you're drunk, you're screwed up. Okay. You're
Well,
not
sometimes you're doing
functioning
this.
properly.
Well, that's too,
Exactly.
not
So you're like,
And
And it could be even that too. Like I've had people that are driving while they're exhausted. They're so
True.
tired. You
True.
are impaired. At
Sure you
that
are.
point, if you are tired, stop.
Pull over.
Just because you don't have alcohol on your breath doesn't make it okay. You're tired. You're exhausted. And I did it for years. I drove for many years. And I finally learned that, you know what, I just pull off into a gas station, rest area, whatever, tilt the seat back and knock yourself out a little.
you're not doing anything wrong if you go into a rest area
No.
for sleep. That's what they're there for.
getting low one time.
Okay. Georgetown Cruise Night usually goes on Friday nights. I don't know about tonight, but they're hoping to be at the Moldmaster Sportsplex in Georgetown, enjoying over 100 classic and special interest cars every Friday night. Those looking to display their car can simply just show up. They do also have a 50-50 draw held every week to support the Halton Hills Optimist clubs. And yeah, you can, just enjoy some cool cars, some great classic music.
When are
Now,
we-
are we there next week?
When are we there?
I gotta get hold of Grant. I'll get a hold of Pappy. Yeah, we did talk
Yeah.
about doing it. I just haven't had the opportunity. It's been kind of crazy.
We did
but
their
yeah.
we did their opening show at the beginning of the summer. We had a lot of fun. We had
Oh.
so much fun.
Dude, the girls were just
Oh, the girls were just rocking and going at it. It's,
Amanda and Leah were
Fitness
just,
time.
Yeah, got some good exercise, that's for sure, and it's a lot of fun. If you get a chance to check it out, it's Friday nights at Moldmasters, and pending weather, really. So
Let's have a look, see what's going on at the Acton trunk sale, of course, Saturday. That's, of course, from 7:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. at the Acton GO Station parking lot. The Rotary Club of Acton is back for the season, of course, popular trunk sale. It's always fun. Shop for a variety of products to become a vendor. $15 cash. There you go. No reservations required. Simply show up anytime after 7. And the Georgetown Farmers Market, of course, Saturday morning, right?
I thought you were gonna do it.
No, I'm looking at you. I'm giving the Tom Gibney look. There you go.
There we go.
Over to you now.
August 19th from 8 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. in downtown Georgetown. Shop every Saturday morning from a mix of vendors. that offer farm produce, culturally diverse food and products, handcrafted jewelry, soaps, candles, and oh my God, so much more. There's so much there.
There's so much.
Farmers market's amazing.
And that's going to be a busy day because they've got to do the farmers market,
And then pack
close
up.
that down, and then do the rock and roll show.
That's right. That's
There are
right.
going to be some busy people. So
Yeah.
good luck, and I hope it goes smoothly.
Don't forget Acton's farmers markets in the Prospect Park on
Yeah.
Thursdays as
Yeah,
well.
Thursdays
So,
from 4 to 7 p.m.
with
every Thursday. And,
with Gord's hot dogs.
Yep.
Oh, I'm getting hungry. I'm talking about all this poutine
Oh, there's
and
food.
Luann's
We
and
gotta stop
Gord's.
talking about food. Or we got to order it, something like that.
All right.
Also, getting a cool story here. Drop-in family story time, August 19th at 10 a.m. at the Halton Hills Public Library in Georgetown and Acton branches. Explore new themes each week through stories, rhymes, songs, and there is no registration.
And they have a lot of fun at those drop-in things.
Oh, yeah.
Get some good stories going and some great work by the library. They do some fantastic work. We got
Gonna go
August.
fishing?
Huh?
Gonna go fishing?
Yeah.
I can do that, though.
August
You
20th,
don't have to
from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. at the Royal Canadian Legion Acton branch. Join the Legion crew for fishing games, prizes, face painting, and family fun. There'll be free hot dogs for the kids. Admission is also free, but donations will be welcomed for the Acton Food Share.
Excellent.
And the Monday family would like to thank the Acton Legion, the Acton Ladies Auxiliary, and Bass Pro Shops for sponsoring the family event.
That's a big sponsor.
Yeah.
Bass Pro Shops. Pretty
Yeah.
good.
So, Downtown Acton Historic Walking Tour. August 20th at 7 p.m. in downtown Acton. Join Scott Brooks of Vintage Acton as he does a tour of Mill Street East, an area with rich heritage.
Very much so.
Meet at the Parkette at the corner of Mill and Main Streets. Admission is by donation of either cash or via e-transfer. So you
Yeah.
got both options. Even
Right
if you
there.
don't go,
And you can check out his site
Still send a
on
transfer.
Facebook. Scott has a great site on Facebook called Vintage Acton. And I saw him doing the tour as well. The Leathertown was going on too. He was taking people around.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Because the house here at the corner of Frederick and Church Street was, I believe, the president of the tannery that was here. And that was his home. And so very cool. The work is under. This contract involves resurfacing of Mountain View Road between Campbell Gate and Eden Place in Georgetown in the town of Halton Hills. Construction of speed humps in Acton are also included. We've seen quite a few of those going on here in Acton. Work involves asphalt removal, storm sewer repairs, concrete work, curb and sidewalk as well, grading, asphalt paving, line marking, and associated restoration works.
Norval is one lane going out.
Yeah.
Mountain View's a mess.
Somebody's ill-timed planning on that one. Why did you close two exits out of town? Two major exits.
Yeah,
out
but
of
there's
town.
another one. There's 8th line with
I was
two
going to say
one-lane
there's still
closures.
another
Yeah.
one.
Two of them, not one, two. One down by
So,
Steeles and one up by
And those are the
bridge.
most traveled because they're going more towards the Toronto, Mississauga area.
Planning committee for the town of Halton Hills needs to give their head a bit of a shake on that.
Well, look at the telling cells and all the road rage going
Oh,
on.
yeah.
it's
It's-
With
brutal right
Mountain,
now.
especially with Mountain
The
View,
Mountain
with people
View one
cutting
is
people
really
off.
bad.
Oh God, yeah.
And
No,
don't,
they're encroaching on both sides all the way up. They're
Oh,
not even
yeah.
doing one side or the other. They're literally driving up the center with the line in between.
Yeah.
don't
No.
be taking pictures of
Very bad
people's
planning.
license plates, though.
Yes, we don't need. To
No,
see
we
that.
delete those when we see them. If we don't,
Absolutely,
someone usually reports
you
it,
don't
so.
do that thing because the post will not stay on there.
No.
All right, so we're brought to you by Max Tires, 905-873-9255. The lowest prices on tires, and they also have, of course, a mechanic shop there as well. Very busy place. And so I guess we're wrapped. I don't know what the time is.
Done for the afternoon.
I think so. So we'll just remind everybody, go to the food banks.
Yes.
That's,
Donate to your food banks.
They've seen some bad times, but I would say that through this economical struggle that everybody's having right now is probably the worst.
It's an all-time high, I think. And
Yeah.
so definitely the Georgetown bread basket is.
Yep.
Is that-
Yep, and the Acton Food Share.
definitely,
Yep.
and please help out people. I know it's tight for people for money and stuff like that, but if you can, please
Even a
step
box of Kraft Dinner, a
Absolutely.
can of tomatoes or something,
Something.
whatever.
Definitely something.
Just
we
a
need
buck.
we need
And
to look at.
save yourself some money on Raiders tickets. You can buy them
Pre-sale. Yeah.
Pre-sale. Great
Too.
prices, by the way.
Yeah, they
And,
are actually really good
if
prices.
you got a family and you want to go to a hockey game, there's no reason why you can't. You can save a little bit of money if you go out and buy pre-sale. Okay.
Yeah,
Raiders,
definitely.
go Raiders, go. Community is driven by community.
You navigate.
We
We
drive.
You coming in too?
Here,
Daddy Russ
here is
Horton,
Amanda.
Basson, Leah Lywood. I'm Lee Lakin. Thank you all for tuning in. Please remember, don't drink and drive. Call Easy Taxi and get yourself home. Have a great week, everybody, and we will catch you all on the B-side. Are we done yet?
Are we done yet?